Ladies and gentlemen, this is round 3 of Punjab State Amateur Below 2000 FIDE rated chess championship. This is round 3 and I am playing against Advait Vashisht with the black pieces. Advait opens the game with 1d4. I replied with knight f6, plays c4, e6, f3. When he played f3, I thought that has to be a mistake. But okay, I get his point. He wants to play e4 with the support of f3. But f3 seems weird. Why? Because you're just weakening your own king. That's why it didn't seem that much good move to me. So I just played normal. I played d5. He developed knight c3, c5, bishop g5. Then I took, he took with the queen. I played bishop e7. He took the pawn. I played h6. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop. I'm attacking the queen. He played queen e4 and I played bishop queen to b6. He played rook b1. Notice that I cannot take this. I had some plans of bishop c3, bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3, and queen takes b1, but that was not working because his queen is on this diagonal, b1 h7 diagonal. So that's why that plan was not working. But that idea was in my mind, so I castled. He took, I took. Now again, that idea is possible. He cannot move his queen to any other diagonal. He cannot develop his knight here, simply I'll take. And probably he can because he has some rook g1 in future, but not exactly right now. Right? Maybe. Because just because of this f3 move, it's very difficult to develop the pieces. And yeah, he played queen c2. And this queen c2 move allowed me to play bishop to d4. See, I'm threatening to take this knight, and not only that, if he plays this, I'm actually threatening. If he plays, let's say, if he plays any other move, I will not take the knight. I have a better move. I have bishop f2, check. If he goes anywhere else, let's say king d1, I have rook d8 check. If queen blocks, I'll just take the queen. If let's say he goes to king c1, I have queen e3 check. Queen has to block, and then queen takes queen is a checkmate. That was another very good idea. And simply, if he has to stop the f2 check, he has to. If he plays the knight to h6, defending f2, then I'll simply chop off the knight, and then with this again, with the same idea of bishop f2 check, and then followed by either winning the queen or checkmate. My opponent sees that, so what does he do? He played e3, giving up a pawn but preventing checkmate. I like it. Yeah, so that's what happened in the game, and then he played knight h3. He has to develop somewhere. Okay, yeah, I then played. Oh, sorry. Uh, just a moment. I'm very sorry. And yeah, I played rook d8, simply taking over the open file. He played rook d1. I developed my knight. I could simply chop off the rook, but you know, I thought let's just develop because I have more things in my mind. Let's say if I go there, takes. Okay, I was thinking he will take with the knight, defending this pawn. This pawn is although hanging, but yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know what I thought actually. So I've just developed my knight. So if he takes, I'll take with the rook, keeping the open file to me. Played b3. Now this move again seems a bit odd to me because you're weakening your own dark squares. Why would you do that? So I thought, okay, if you're giving me that opportunity, I will take it gladly. So I played queen before, pinning the knight. Now he can't. If he plays, I'll just simply take the pawn and I'll win the pawn. Simply, yeah. I'll just pin the knight. My idea is just to play this and this and this, winning up the knight. He played bishop e2. I don't know what he was thinking. I actually don't know what his idea is because he cannot castle because of my bishop, but I don't know. But then I played here because I thought if I play here, if I play what bishop to d4, I thought I can simply defend anyway. So why not? Let's just go knight d4, attacking his queen and his bishop. Right? That seems more logical to me. That's why I played it. I was not giving much of a thought because I know that I'm winning in this position. So I just played knight d4. He played queen b2. And here I thought, what should I do? I calculated some things. Like if I take here, he'll take, I take, and my bishop is hanging. Then probably I'll drop my bishop back to d4, pinning the knight, and eventually, maybe, winning it. So I took, then I played bishop d4. He didn't take my rook, so I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll play bishop d4 anyway. Then he took my bishop because he was losing his knight. I think he can probably try this rook c1, but that's very passive. So he took my bishop. I took the rook. Now I'm simply an exchange up, and I am completely winning. I developed my other rook to c1, c8 to the open file with the threat of queen takes c3. He played rook d1. Notice that I cannot play queen c3. Why? Because he has intermediate rook takes rook, queen takes c3, and I am losing the game. That was very good try by my opponent, but I know this stuff. Chess is my forte. So I played queen e5 check. He goes back with the king to f1. Then I traded the rooks. Then played rook d8 with another threat of bishop c4 check. Let's say if he does something stupid, anything like h3, sorry a3, I'll go bishop c4 check. If he goes up, I have this queen d1 checkmate. And if he goes back with the knight, I'll simply take the knight. He takes and takes his checkmate. If he goes to king g1, I have queen d1 checkmate. I had this plan, but he saw it. He played queen to e2. So I was winning if I trade, but I thought that is a free pawn. Why not take it? I was greedy. I took it. He played king f2. Then I played bishop d7, attacking the queen. He played queen d2. Then I go bishop to h3, trying to win up this g2 pawn. Played. I don't know why he played it. He played knight to e4, giving up the g2 pawn, and I took it. Played king e3. Now here in the game, I thought of f5, but I thought queen takes, bishop takes, and for some reason in my mind, I was thinking that this knight can move. I don't know how, but it seems to me that it can move in the game. Because at this moment, we were playing for like this game only for like 1.5 hours. This game, particular game, and I was pretty exhausted. It was, I think, around 7 to 7:30 p.m. in the evening. This game was going on, and this was my last game. Actually, the last game of that round, to be honest, if I say it particularly, the last game of that round, it was my opponent was playing really slowly, and I said, okay. I was also exhausted. For some reason, I thought this knight could move. I don't know why I thought that, but that's why I didn't play f5. So then what did I play? I played queen g6. I thought, let's play queen g6, try to give some checks from b6, and maybe let's see what happens in the game. Then I played queen b6 check. He goes knight e3. I played rook d8, queen c3, and I played bishop d6. And now, at this moment, I think my opponent was seeing something that I could not see. He was he played knight c4, which is illegal. He played knight c4. I think he was also very exhausted. He didn't see that his knight is pinned. He played knight c4. And then I stopped the clock and called the arbiter immediately. And then I told him. Actually, the arbiter was a lady, so I called her and I told her that my opponent played an illegal move, so she countered it, gave me 2 minutes extra, and deducted my opponent's. I don't know how much time even. I don't know, but we had like so much time that it didn't matter. So yeah, then my opponent played queen c2. Don't know why. Then I played f5. I thought if you move the knight, I play f4 and win up the knight eventually. Any one of the knight. And he played knight to c4, attacking my bishop. I said, okay, if you trade my bishop, I'll trade. I just want to capture one knight because, you know, knights are the trickiest pieces on the chessboard. When they're on the chessboard, anything could go wrong. You know, whatever bad can happen may happen if the knights are on the board. So I thought, let's trade off this. They are very tricky, you know. I traded, then went queen d6. He played knight e4. I gave a check on d5, king g2, rook f1, queen g6, queen e3, with the idea of queen e2 check and winning this pawn. Then he then he stopped my idea with knight f2. Some weird moves. And I played rook f6, queen c2, rook c6, queen b1, rook c1. Then he again went queen f5. And now, after a long thought of about 5 to 6 minutes, I assume, I played queen to f. Sorry, queen to c5. Sorry, not here. My bad. I played, yeah, queen c5 here, and then here. Now, after a moment, after 5 to 6 minutes of thought, I played rook c2, giving up my pawn, but attacking his knight because his knight is pinned. I was thinking I should not give him any perpetuals and all this stuff. After long thought, I gave up the pawn, went queen e2, and then here my opponent went wrong with queen h4 check. Because now I have queen g5 check, blocking my own check and giving my opponent the check. Then the queens were traded forcefully, takes, he went king g3, I took the pawn on a2, knight e4, rook b1. Now it's just a matter of time of how I win. He played king f2, I played rook b1, knight takes g4, rook takes g3, sorry, b3, knight e4, a5. Knight c5, rook b2 check, king e3, p5, king d4, a4, king c3. Now here many moves are winning, but I chose the move rook b3. If you take, if you don't take my rook with your knight, I'm simply winning this pawn and will eventually win the endgame. If you take, that's what happened in the game. I just take your knight, king here, and I have two pawns against your one pawn. Those pawns are really very far away, and I will win this endgame. That is exactly what happened in the game. I played queen d6, king d6, king c3, king e5, and this is the moment where my opponent resigned the game, and that is how I win round 3 of this tournament. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like the video, share with your friends, and please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until then, I will see you next time.